From what we know about the Ceases, they originated in Germany, somewhere near Prussia, and they uh, yeah, in this picture here, we got a picture of, I think that's, is that Ellen, clear to the left?
Ellen.
And then Sherry is next, and then their dad, Louis Milo. And then I think clear over to the right, you can just barely see, well, I didn't get it very good, I'll take another picture, but clear over to the right is Mark Cease. He's just barely into the picture. Again, it's the same picture, clear over to the right, you can just barely see Mark head on the corner of the picture. Well, I'll let Mike tell me who's in this picture here.
I don't know everybody. It's Mom on the left. I'm pretty sure that's Vernon Harmon in the middle.
Don't know the young lady on the right,
And
do
I
we?
don't know the young lady on the right.
And there's nothing written on the back of the picture, so we're going to need some more help. This here's a picture of Gene, and it's got something written, it's got some information on the back. It says October 8th, 1951. It says Gene's Ohio car. This is the morning he went in the Navy.
Gene and his car.
Oh, Gene and his car, I'm sorry.
The car. Morning he went in the
Oh, it does say and his car. I thought it said Ohio. And it says Gene and his car the morning he went in the Navy. So I misread that. Mike helped me.
Who took
Thank
that?
goodness. Well, this picture was taken in 1957. Mike can tell you who the dogs are in this.
Well,
who's in it?
Yeah, that's the old, that's our old dog's, Pep is with Linda. I think that's Linda Cease, Jim's oldest, with Peppy, and the dog in the background is Coke. And that's taken at 1410 Hoff Street, Albany, Oregon.
Well, I really don't know who this gal is. I'm sure somebody will be able to tell me. Here's a picture similar to the one we have already. Can't remember who the guy is on the left, but Mom can tell me. But the first two people, I don't know who they are. But squatting down real low, that's Mark. Don't know who the next gentleman is. And then Grandpa Cease and Louis Smile are on the right. Here's a picture I got. Now I remember the guy in the last one. That was either Blaine. I think that's Blaine Weaver. But this is Grandma with all her sisters and her brother. And so we got this picture back in Iowa, and I've got it labeled and everything. The picture, we had one similar to this earlier. It's with Ellen on the left. Sherry, and then Betty and Mark. Here's a picture from Clover, Iowa. It's Alan Lee. Looks like Mickler, 10 years old. And this is similar to that picture we had earlier with the Mickler in it. We don't know quite how they're related to us, but if they were just friends or what. It's another picture of Alan Mickler. He was 9 years old. It's a picture of Jerry and Burley. I think it says Jerry and wife, 1954, I think, is the date. I think this is another picture of Linda. Oh, it says Sherry. I'm sorry. This is a picture of Sherry. And this was taken in July 1952.
Judd does this with Trixie. I mean, she just follows
So,
the ball, and he drives off without her.
I don't know what the dog's name is.
She has to come to me for pets. So, you know, and I have to console her with some pets and that. Oh. She just hates to have Judd get out of her line of sight. But, Johnny,
Shit. Well, but in this picture, there's Don with Sherry in the front, and then Don. Mark is in here. I think Stevie and me.
I think that's Steve.
No, I think this
Oh yeah, there he is.
is back over here. I think that's Stevie,
Yeah,
and then
that's
me.
Stevie back there.
This is me. This is Don. Mark.
See, we can't do anything because we can't.
I don't know who that is back there
Oil.
in the back.
We have to take it and have oil changed by this company.
That might be Gene over there on the clear on the right hand side. Just cut off about half of him.
Spot.
Who is
We
that?
can't. It costs us stuff.
Don't know the two ladies in the back, clear in the back. And I don't know who that little boy right there is on the left.
That's Mark, but I
don't know who that
he
is.
sure looks familiar though.
Yeah, I almost
me.
thought it was Ellen, but it'd be too young for Ellen.
Yeah.
The recyclable section.
So I don't know who that is. Kathy, here's a picture you might be interested in. Can you figure out?
we can't figure out who the girls are in back. Jean,
I don't
This
know.
is Mark Cease.
Ellen's
I can't help on that.
Betty's girl, little girl. What's her name? Cheryl? Sherry?
Sherry.
Sherry.
And Ellen. Where's
This is Mark Cease
That's
anyway
why I
in this
can't figure
picture.
out it.
In this picture here, some of Grandma's sisters and her brother, I think Blaine or Blair. Grandpa Cease is clear in the back.
Who that was.
I think this is some of the Weavers with Grandpa Cease. I think that's the same picture we had earlier. We have a picture. It's like on a postcard of seasoned greetings. In the back is Betty, Ellen, and Louis Milo. And then in the front row is Sherry's on the left and Mark's on the right. And it says seasoned greetings from our house to your house. And on the back it says, "Hi everyone. As you can see, we're all pretty good here. And wishing you all a very Merry Christmas from all of us. Louis Milo, Betty, Ellen, Mark, and Sherry."
Nobody dates anything.
The picture is taken on Jackson Street in Des Moines, I know that, with Marguerite Cease on the right, but we don't know the young lady on the left. It's taken in June 1965. Here's a picture of the same young lady we seen taken in June 1965, and we probably should know her, but we can't figure it out. Well, here's a picture at Elaine
Neighborhood kids, I guess.
Eppard, Eppard,
Kind of looks
and
like
Glenn
Clifford.
Harmon. Must have been when he was in the service. Yeah. There's a picture of Louis Milo and Betty and their family. Betty is clear on the left, on the back,
Fill the oil during the.
with Louis Milo, and then Grandma Cease. And I think that's Marie, clear to the right in the back row. And then next row is Mark. And then to his right is Ellen. And clear in the front is Sherry.
I don't think that's Annie Marie.
Oh, ain't it? Oh, that might be Aunt
Rose.
Rose. Aunt Rose.
Rose,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I get them mixed up. Well, here's a Christmas card with a picture in it, and this
That's
is
Johnny Powers.
Yeah, Johnny and Doris Powers and their family. And I don't know if we know any of the children's name, but I think we'll probably be able to get some help on that. Well, Mike has figured this out. He'll let you know who it is.
Okay, this is Marilyn Altenberg married Gilbert Waite, and this is Gilbert Waite's youngest sister, Bev. That is
Here is Gene Altenberg. Doesn't have any information on the back.
It's probably like one of her graduation pictures.
Yeah,
8th or
near her
9th,
senior year.
school,
Yeah.
school graduation pictures from one
Yeah.
class or another.
Yep. That's a picture of Johnny Powers.
This is the same gown, that one.
Oh,
That's Jean when she was younger. Mary Xmas.
this is Johnny and Doris Powers.
She was in 9th grade at that
Yeah,
time.
May 16th.
grade.
Here's a picture of Sherry and Mark with their dog,
May 16th.
taken July 1952.
How come we had this picture?
That's what
This
Jimmy
is,
does.
what'd you call her? Oh, okay, this is
Gene Altenberg.
Jean Altenberg. Yeah, I keep telling you. It's taken May 16th.
No, no.
That's not right? 1969?
No, it was in 49 because I was supposed to meet a
He's
guy.
just trying to
Okay,
And
so
I
this
wrote
picture was
that on
taken
the
in
back.
1949.
Yeah,
Okay,
maybe in 48.
maybe even 48. So the information on the back is just a note he wrote to himself, so it doesn't fit really.
Yeah, I was supposed
the
to meet
date.
a guy in Brazil. That had nothing.
A picture of Jim Cease.
Yeah, that's when you start high school. It's 9, it was 10.
Here's a picture of Jim's children. I think it's Jimmy and Judy. Well, here's a picture of Darlene and Lyle.
Settled in, very satisfied as one.
Looks like Jean's in the picture with
I don't think they have any children.
He used to have, didn't
He
He
did.
had several.
Jim.
But with his new
Jack.
wife, he never had any children.
Didn't he?
Yeah,
Dave.
he had 3.
Well, I know that. I'm sorry. This is Lyle and Darlene's family, and they're Jimmy, or is it Jack, and then Jimmy,
Shortly that. Too much stress.
Dave, and Mike.
Well, but that's when you needed to.
Yeah.
Thought that looked like Gene, but it's Jimmy
Somehow, within a year,
or Jim Cease.
they lost one of his. But somehow he ended up in Auschwitz.
It has over this deal. She's just been in terrible health.
Well, this is Laura, and what'd you say her daughter's name was? I forgot. That-
Rachel.
Rachel. This is Laura with Rachel.
Uh-oh. This was Rand. You know Adora?
I don't.
Yeah, little baby Dora.
Maybe it's our grandma. Grandma Laura.
Laura.
No, that's who that is. That's our grandma. That's Grandma Laura.
Okay.
That's our grandma right
and this
there.
probably goes in that one too.
Yep.
I don't know who it is. This one says Homer Calkins and his car.
A picture of our grandma, Laura Weaver Cease. Don't have a date on it, just has her name on the back. It's in a postcard. We're not sure about this picture here. It was with the same postcard that our grandma Laura Cease picture was with, and so we're not quite sure who this is, but everybody always looks familiar to us.
Okay, spray.
Here's a picture, was in with Grandma Laura Weaver Cease's picture, and on the back it says Dora. And so we are not quite sure who this person is neither, but we think Grandma Cease,
Somehow or another.
somehow or another, it's some of her
Is that
family.
Grandma Cease's handwriting?
This picture was a wedding anniversary for Lyle and Darlene, and
Wait a minute. Mom might not know. Dad's gone already. But it still was an anniversary or a birthday. Let's
Well,
see.
it's probably your birthday, we think now. Maybe
Even
not.
even Bill Muller's there. Now we're us, John Hodson, all of us and our close friends. Oh my gosh, what was that? It's something special. I'm trying to recognize the background if I can. It was something very special for Mom.
What's the date?
Well, you have to take it out, maybe look at it.
Oh, there it is. Okay. This nobody even.
This is
Diane
a
never had
picture
the
of,
gist of an idea.
of
I
Mike
told her
and
I could
Diane,
figure
and the
out
picture
these-
before this was of their
Pull that crap.
one of their wedding anniversaries. I don't know. Can you remember which anniversary was it? How many years, Mike? Was it? Got a clue? We'll have to ask Diane. I'll bet she'll remember. No, I know. I'll have to change the battery, but
It was.
well,
I'll have to think about it.
we'll have to ask Diane. I'll bet she'll know.
I'll have to think about it. It was. Dad was gone already, so. Probably was our 20th.
About 25th, maybe.
Yeah.
20th or 25th,
Yeah,
maybe.
somewhere in there.
Another
Somebody-
picture out of that album. Must have been right around the same time as their wedding anniversary. And we got Mike, probably Dave
Mhm, with his wig on.
with his wig on. He's, what Mike says.
Jack and Jackie.
Jack and Jackie in the back.
I don't know what we were doing.
That one won't come up. It's an article written by Darlene, and it's in
Rolf
Rolf, Iowa, and it's titled Red Arrow.
That's a poem.
And it's a poem, and it says, "There was a man in our town, and he was wondrous wise. He brought a plan to our town that opened both our eyes. It was a plan to capture trade. At least that's what he said. There was a blazing pointer. It was the arrow red on all the highways here about for many miles converging. There is a sign of blazing red on our main street emerging. The loyal shopmen of the town joined in with much elating, and far behind the rest were left in useless waste, in useless wasteful prating. The shoppers then from miles around to the Red Arrow stores come flocking. The shopmen who had talked the while, they thought it dreadful shocking. The sales ran high and higher still. The first month and the second, it captured trade, and then some more. 'Twas better than we reckoned. So the Red Arrow flourishes as never we thought it would. I've only this add to it. 'Twould do better if it could." By Darlene Smith. This poem earned a nice check, it says below it. Should have had. Okay.
Oh, there's a whole scrapbook here of must have been things of interest to Mom. A lot of them are cutouts out of magazines and papers. Some of them evidently are written by Mom. There's an obituary in here for J.W. Sanborn, 60. He dies after a long illness while she was a Sanborn. I don't know what all's in here. Things
Look
of
at
interest
that.
to her, for whatever reason, I don't know. But some of them, like I say, are actually pinned by her, and I really haven't been through it enough to know why she made this book up. Maybe it's just a scrapbook has to do with her and the things of interest to her at that time in her life. A bunch of pictures in here too. I haven't looked at yet. Seeing if I find anything else with her name on it. Offhand. Looks like most of them are out of the Rolf paper. Few magazine articles.
We're gonna have to go to Rolf probably.
Yeah.
Spend some time and see if we can get copies of their paper. You know, that's what we need to do. This kind of
Yeah.
gives me a insight as to what I should be doing. I should be going up towards Rolf, especially since she wrote articles. There are probably other articles in there that of interest for us too. But most of this stuff is paper clippings for the Times.
Mm.
And she's got at the back, she's got a kind of an index. Who discovered America, what year, stuff
Tell
about,
some of George Washington. This might have been her. She was in some kind of a school project.
yeah,
That's what it maybe was, and she had to make up a scrapbook and carry certain 70
this
sheets
picture
down.
here says Uncle Jimmy and Aunt Tilly Phillips.
Well,
This
well,
picture here
they're
has,
out there lived with us
on the
for
back
about
of it,
a
it
year
says
and a half.
Grace
She was
Ray
baptized
Harrison
at our mom's
of
church
Gilman, Iowa.
during
I'm
that
not
time
sure
period,
if that's in
1956.
Darlene's information or some of her scrapbook.
Morton L. Booth.
This
But I was
document here is
also
a
baptized as a
certificate of baptism for Mrs. Annie Frances Smith. And it's born on June 9th, 1874.
Darlene Cease's mother.
And this is Darlene Cease's mother.
She stayed with us for about a year.
She was baptized on the 30th day of December, 1956, in the First Presbyterian Church, Albany, Oregon. And pastor was Morton L. Booth, Booth. So,
One of Philip's side must have been one of Mom's aunts.
That looks like that one girl that works at Queen Edge and Nursing.
I'm finally getting that figured out. Okay, let's
Well.
get it out.
this picture here, I don't know if it's got any documentation, nothing written on it. This is a picture of Darlene C. Smith, and Darlene in this picture is 9 months old, and it's got a tag on the back that says Mrs. L. H. Smith, Rolf, Iowa.
Here's a picture of her dad.
This is Loranda Smith. I forgot his middle name. Mike tell me. And a picture of him. I don't know. There's no date on it or anything like that. Probably taken in Tama, Iowa. What'll be interesting about this is maybe we can
Offhand.
locate the house that's in the background. You never know. Drive around Tama, we might be able to see that.
We got a friend in Tama.
You have to give us his address.
Well, he did, and I think I wrote that down at home, but I think I did. I don't know if I
I
remember.
don't know if
They
we
put
ever
it in.
got you the address because I didn't have it. But